T-shirt to say neighborhood watch, gonna tell.
Gonna tell. I saw one post.
Shit says gonna tell, like spelled like gonna.
Yeah. I seen one post.
Gonna tell.
I'm gonna tell.
Gonna tell. Oh,
damn.
like one of the Ninja Turtles.
That's hilarious.
That is funny.
You do look like a Ninja Turtle.
He really do.
All right, man. Anyway, hey, welcome back to another episode of the Legend Has a Podcast. If you are new here, I'm going to name of artwork.
Go by the name of J Herb.
It's RH, aka Raul.
Oh shit!
You already know Bull in the building.
Hey, it's Corey.
Ah, here you go.
Yeah, you tired?
Niggas back. Motherfucker Backstreet Boating.
Yeah, man. How y'all feeling tonight, fellas?
Man, good.
Blessed, brother. I woke up this morning.
And a new year.
Yeah, it's the first day of the year. We'll probably be seeing this a week later. It's the first day of the year. We're gonna start this thing off right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't took no shot yet, but it's all good. Let me ask y'all this, man. And I ask y'all off camera. Have y'all ever turned down the vajayjay from your lady? You just didn't feel like
Getting right into it.
you just didn't feel
Go right into
yeah,
it.
you just didn't
right in the middle of it.
just didn't feel like that particular night. You just weren't in the mood.
Like you just want to chill.
You just might have wanted just like to go to bed, go to sleep. That's what the bed for.
Yeah.
A little tired. Just want to go to
Sometimes you
sleep.
ain't got to be tired. You just
don't.
you just don't feel like doing that right now.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even want to give you this little sorry performance. I'm not
I don't even want to put myself in this
this
position.
ain't even
We
worth
don't
it.
want to give you this C+.
About to be, two
I give you
pump
the C
chunk.
plus.
You don't want this,
We
man.
don't want this.
You
This
gonna spend more time cleaning up than that shit, man. Go ahead, lay down, man. Let
Don't
me
want
get
that
myself
noodle.
together.
ain't gonna give it that noodle.
I definitely didn't did that.
Noodle. The low main.
It sounded right though.
They do it, huh?
Yeah, that's why I said.
But it's a problem when you do it though. It's
It's a problem.
I do it.
Yeah, it's a
It's
problem.
definitely a
Like,
problem when you do it. All types of shit come up. when
getting
you
mad
do it.
and shit. Think I'm cheating and shit. Nah, I'm just,
Damn, man.
It's not in the mood.
yeah,
I don't even feel like working the muscle right now.
my libido. It just ain't right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm an old man.
Yeah, you gotta catch me in
They don't want to
stride.
hear that,
A
man.
Jace.
Gotta catch me in Schwartz.
They definitely don't want to hear that. Don't be with no chick that done grew old with you. She think you still be do all that mess you used to do, man. It ain't like that no more. And they don't even know what kind of rigorous.
Yeah,
They
man.
take some stamina to be doing all that pumping, man.
Yeah, she get on top. She want to get up there for 5 seconds. It's like, you motherfucker.
All them pump.
Want me to do it froggy style for 15 minutes. I ain't got that.
Froggy style.
Them backbeat.
Cramping.
Man, ain't gonna throw your whole back out.
Everything hurt.
Yeah, man. Anyway, I was just wondering if it was just me, man.
Just
You know what
you.
I'm saying? Older I get, sex isn't that important anymore. It's more about the connection.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's just build mentally. Speaking of mentally, hey, Raul, you was asking us about emotional intelligence earlier,
Yeah,
and I thought that was a good,
I
good little conversation we had.
I really had brought it up because I really didn't know like what emotional intelligence actually was. I got a breakdown of it now. I kind of got it, but going into that, I didn't know what that meant. I didn't know whether I had it or not. But I told you, I'll be watching those relationship like dating shows a lot, and they always be like, "I want somebody with emotional intelligence." And I'm like, "What the fuck that mean?" But off of the breakdown, I mean, do y'all think y'all got emotional intelligence?
Yeah, now I do. Yeah.
Like, what you mean now?
When I was younger, no, I don't think I had it.
So you had to gain it.
Yeah.
I think I do to a certain extent.
Let me give them
The definition.
So emotional intelligence, if you don't know, if you're curious about it, says here, emotional intelligence is the ability to perceive, interpret, demonstrate, control, evaluate, and use emotions to communicate with and relate to others effectively and constructively. So it's basically saying you're in touch with your emotions, where you're able to control yourself, and you're in tune with other people's emotions. They don't have to say anything. You can pick up on how they may be feeling, or they
Body language.
their
or
body
such.
language
Yeah.
is. So you're able to read the room to a certain extent. So, Bo, you said now.
I do to a certain extent.
What you mean by that? To like, what's the extent?
Because it's not always beneficial for you to use it, depending on what the situation is. Because some people, you ain't gonna be able to connect with them when they going through whatever they're going through, regardless of what it is. If
That's a
that
good
makes
point.
sense to y'all.
That makes sense,
Yeah.
but you can still like
Empathize with
that word. You can still like kind of feel what they going through, and you know how to react. If you know them, you kind of know how to react to them, where you not gonna say the wrong thing in the wrong moment or get into it with them. You just gonna let it play out.
Yeah.
You know how to react to them. So that's emotional intelligence.
I think sometimes you just have to. Sometimes you don't have to say nothing. Sometimes a listening ear is sometimes all the people want. They ain't looking for an answer. They ain't looking for you to solve their problem. They're looking for just listen, because they might not have nobody else to listen to. So I feel like that's a form of emotional intelligence.
Because we are, a lot of times we want to give advice when somebody is venting, but a lot of
Sometimes
times
you're right though. Sometimes it's best to keep quiet, because
Yeah.
sometimes when you give them something, it might come off as judgment too. You know what I mean? They going through something, but then you give your answer, and then you didn't judge this person.
Yeah, it's sick to understand. Like sometimes I'm just trying to understand what you're going through. Da-da. Sometimes you have to probably question, in a sense, like, do you want my advice? Do you want my, opinion on that subject or whatever you're going through? And no. And sometimes if you can feel it, it's like, well, I'm not gonna say nothing until they ask, like, what you think about it? Oh, well, this is my opinion on it.
That's why I said I don't really think I had it when I was younger.
it takes
That's like experience.
it takes
Growth.
to get to it, where you start to understand. It takes we social beings, so it takes you interacting with different people,
Right.
and having the experience with different types of people.
And situations.
Yeah, because you can't apply. It's not
Universal.
yeah, it's not a panacea for you to like. It's one thing fixes all type of thing. You kind of got to know who you dealing with.
Yeah, you got to know the personnel.
Have y'all ever y'all think are y'all in contact with right now, or have y'all ever dealt with people who lack emotional intelligence?
I think what am I trying to say? Something that I think is a lack of emotional intelligence. Someone that think they know what's good for you. Like, I say one thing, but no, I ain't gonna do that, or I'm not gonna let you just be. I think this is better for you, and then do what they think is best for me. I don't like that. I think that's a lack of emotional intelligence. You know what I'm saying?
They're more like a
What they telling you that
Parent
you
type
should do
situation.
something?
So say for instance, you going through some shit, you're like, yo, just leave me alone for a bit. No, I'm not gonna leave you alone. I'm gonna be right here beside you, man. What you want to do? You want to?
Oh, they real
Yeah,
aggressive
like
with
no,
that
I
part.
said leave me alone. Like, nah, just leave me alone. Or
I had to learn that part too. When dealing with your lady, like I was the one like, yo, what's up? What we gonna talk about this right now? We gonna get this together right now. I'm here now. We gonna talk now.
you know what that is? Like, sometimes Right
and
now,
that don't
the best
work
time
right.
to talk because
That
we both
don't
mad
work.
and something gonna get said. It's wrong.
Right.
Like
I had to learn
said,
that.
let me chill out because I need to gather my thoughts, and we cool off and have a productive conversation.
Yeah.
This conversation ain't gonna go good because you talking about. Let's talk about it right now.
Y'all both swinging.
So that's a good point.
Yeah.
That is emotional intelligence. You growing. You understanding that.
Some people just need that time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and the way
know what
you
I mean?
perceive shit isn't always the way they gonna perceive it.
And then in the heat of the moment, it might not come out the right way. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So,
But now the mother's like, leave me alone, all right? Gotcha.
All right.
Leave
10-4.
somebody alone is a good trait. Sometimes you just need to let me leave you alone. Not even say it, just be like in your head, like
I'm gonna
just
chill
let them
out.
leave them alone
Yeah.
for a bit. Maybe they ain't got no issue with you. They got issue with something else. You might catch a stray.
Yeah. That happens a lot.
I think
Wrong place, wrong time.
You cussing me off. I ain't even do nothing.
I think that's a lack of good emotional intelligence too.
It
We
is.
talked about that. People
It
who
is.
let other shit affect them, so they
When they take it out on somebody else,
they'll take it out on somebody else who don't have anything to do with it. But
that happens a lot.
on the flip side of that, if you're able to recognize that and not flip out, then you got strong emotional intelligence. So you can say, man, dang, why you snapping on me? You can either snap back or you can be like, oh,
I know what's going on.
yeah, you probably having a bad day. Let me leave you alone, like y'all said before it gets heated, and then you can come back. And 9 times out of 10 they'll apologize because they'll recognize like, yo, I was wrong.
Well, if they don't, they lack emotional intelligence.
True. So y'all deal with any people like that now though? Like, do you think you deal with any people on the job or
That lacks?
like family? Yeah, that you think lacks emotional intelligence.
Yes. I feel like it's more a job though. Well, nah, it's on both sides. Never mind.
Yeah, it's both sides.
Yeah.
Man, I feel like why would you deal with somebody with a lack of emotional intelligence not unless you like had to? It seemed like something like if you have a lack of emotional intelligence, most people ain't really trying to deal with you like that. That's how I feel. That's how it seems to me because I know I wouldn't. Like, hold on, fam. I don't really like how your mode right now, so let me not even deal with you like that.
And that's the way I guess you say I protect myself because I'm quick to remove myself from a situation. Like if I'll leave right now.
Well, we seen you done that. Bro.
Yeah, we can talk later. I gotta go because this ain't getting ready to go right. And that's for people I know, people I don't know, whatever. Like you on one day. We continue this later.
Mm.
For the both, it'd be best for the both of us.
Well, that's good emotional intelligence. Like, so you got that. Like, you could read. Because I think on the opposite end of that, what's not good is somebody like, oh, you tripping? Oh, okay, I'm tripping. We take two. Then it goes to 100. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we tripping.
Yeah. Now it's
Now
all bad.
Fucking fist fight in there.
When
You
it
ain't
didn't
getting
even have to
nothing
be-
accomplished.
Yeah, and it might that whole situation might not have had nothing to do with either one of y'all. It just could have been something that the straw on the camel's back. And sometimes you got to give grace, especially if you know a person.
Grace and
you know that's
understanding.
out of their character. You
Yep.
can give grace.
I still got a little problem with that now though.
Well,
I'm
giving
working
grace?
on my emotional intelligence. I just found out this shit today now.
So you
I'm
know you're
mine.
working on it.
I don't mean if somebody have an attitude, just I ain't had nothing to do with it. Don't get no attitude with me. Cause that right there just.
What's that, y'all?
I said, yeah, let's do this then.
You welcome it.
We all gonna have.
You
an
ready for the? So you up for the smoke?
You welcome the
No,
challenge.
it was just like don't do that to me. I ain't did nothing to you.
But if it comes to you, you ready for the smoke to go down?
No, cause now you see you talking to me crazy. So now let's see how bad we can get this right now. That's how I be thinking. Let's make this real bad.
Damn. Okay. I mean,
I'm working on myself though.
that's good. That's-
you evolving though. You know what I'm saying?
What you
That's
call that?
self-awareness.
Self-awareness. Yeah,
That's part of emotional intelligence.
I be
Self-awareness.
knowing I be wrong when I be doing it.
Take accountability.
I be like,
Yeah,
no.
that's a big thing. Accountability.
I be wrong, I be wrong.
But you still do it.
Do it anyway.
I am an advocate of sometimes
You want to smoke.
Yeah, sometimes it's
That's what I say.
sometimes there's no better way. Sometimes it has to go there. Sometimes, but for the most part, like if you can recognize it and try to like de-escalate it and help people work through their shit, it's gonna help you in the long run. It's gonna help them. You know what I'm saying? They ain't to say be a pushover, but it's like you can check somebody without being like crazy.
Yeah, right, man. You gotta have some straightening around
Sometimes,
There you
sometimes I agree with that. Sometimes. All right, man. We'll be back after these messages. Let's get into this next topic. I guess we going with it. We already touched
Might
on
as
it.
well go with it.
What is it?
Well, the topic came about was, is it appropriate for your best friend and your significant other to text each other about things, I'm assuming willy-nilly, that don't include you, or you're not included in the text thread or chat?
So they just good friends.
They just yapping. And you ain't included in it.
All right, let me get some straightening first. So, how they know each other? They know each other through me?
Yes.
Oh, see, no.
Now, would it matter if, let's say, this
Talking
nigga,
about if they were friends before.
Well, yeah, they
you,
don't necessarily got to know each
What if you
other.
were what if they were friends before?
Y'all
y'all?
gotta-
If I met my significant other through my friend and they was friends before me, that might be different.
It's different.
okay, that makes
It
sense.
is different.
Yeah, but
Another
no.
way I was thinking it was different. We all grew up together, so it was a friend group. I just happened to
See, that might be different.
yeah. So
You met them through me. Y'all just cool because y'all both know me. Nah.
yeah, I feel you, bro.
So it's not cool.
So it's
It
possible.
depends on the
I
scenario.
guess
Yeah.
being on the situation.
So if y'all met through you,
No.
No.
But okay, so
so let me put a little saucy on
ahead,
it.
go ahead.
So let's just say your significant other woman and your best friend is a woman. It's not your best friend not a male, it's a woman. Does that change the dynamic of it?
It's my best friend.
I know what you're about to say. No.
Okay. So, I mean, okay.
No.
So, yeah. No, I wouldn't have no problem with that.
Okay. But if she was,
If she was, no. No, hell no. No, I'm cool.
Damn, you put some sauce on it for real.
this is us. Because in my sense, I can say that.
Ask that nowadays.
Yeah, I can say that because my best friend is female.
Okay.
And she does. She is.
She is what? Okay. See, I don't know if I feel comfortable with
I'm
that.
confused.
She.
I want to say what I want to say.
Some things without saying some things.
Yeah, I understand that. I want to say it because I want to make sure I'm clear.
Go ahead.
I don't want to be offensive.
No, it's not
Yeah,
offensive.
so you clear then. If
Yeah,
you
okay.
if
Yeah.
you think you're gonna be
Yeah,
offensive,
that's
you
what it is.
clear.
Are you cool with that?
Okay.
Because I don't see no difference.
Yeah. It ain't,
you don't see no difference in.
Between her being a woman or a man, we all into the
how
same
often
thing.
are they like?
I
chatting?
don't want no context to it.
Yeah, if they chatting too often.
If it's an everyday thing, that's a problem.
Don't be kikiing and shit. I'm looking over
Kiki, they over there. You watch TV.
Here's something else that would make something with that specific situation. Location would make it more of a problem too.
So like y'all in the same city type.
Yeah.
No, it don't. Because why? What is y'all talking about?
They might be
y'all
trying to
talking
set
about?
up
Are y'all
your
talking about me?
your birthday party.
But what if
I mean, that's cool. That's different. That's different. You trying to set up a surprise dinner or something like that. That's different.
and that's where I stopped.
And that's it.
Maybe
Now you
that's-
don't talk to me no more after that.
Nah, but say
They can't even be friends. They can't be
here
cool.
and
you can't be cordial?
the other one is
So-
in North Dakota or something.
So your best friend and your woman can't be cordial. Can't be
They
cool.
be on FaceTime, meet out.
Oh, yeah.
She over there like,
I mean, that's what it can happen. It's not out the realm of possibility.
Yo.
why'd you go straight there?
Damn, you went there.
Straight with me now. On your woman.
Maybe.
It's
It
possibility.
happened. It's been. I know y'all done heard stories like, my homeboy needs somewhere to stay. I let him stay at my crib. My girl live there. Next thing you know, my homeboy and my girl fucking. That happens all the time.
Yeah.
So what make it so crazy that I meet your girl, she cute, and I just start talking to her as a friend, then all of a sudden it turned into something else.
Yeah, because that's that old scenario. Oh, you can't have no friends?
I bet you.
They
And
treat
girls
you
don't never
right?
think they friends want to hit them. None of them.
They say that
They
for
say
sure.
that, they know.
They know. Just had a conversation before with somebody, like, you know.
If the opportunity presented itself, yeah.
Boom. It shows about that and videos about that too. Been friends for 10 years, right when that door open. Shit, I been one of them. Shit, I'll be over there in a minute.
So how y'all feeling though? What's y'all y'all cool with that?
No, I ain't cool with that.
Like I said, for me, it all depends on
I mean, the situation
the
is
start.
different.
How did this, like, if we,
How did everything develop?
if we grew up together and we was, all three of us was cool, and then it just so happened that
You and
two of us paired up, nah, I ain't gonna knock you from being,
That still can be something else, though.
it could, yeah.
Good. But what could you really say about it though?
You don't even know he might have done hit her before.
Mm-hmm.
They kept it a secret because y'all got together. Right there, what happened on the show?
Damn.
She with you because you the provider. He was the rider.
That put some layers. You put some little sauce on there.
He was really inside her. You just laying beside her.
I mean, you just slow on down.
That man,
Slow on down.
he on the sauce train.
You need to slow on down.
Ah, but it happens like that too, man.
Yeah,
Don't act
you
like
right.
it don't happen like that, man. How I feel, man, I don't. Be like, who you talking to? That's Earl. Tell that nigga I said what's up, girl.
Shit.
What he doing? All right. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Nah,
I don't
That's
think.
your homeboy though, so that's like,
Nah, I don't.
man, pass the phone over there to let me holler in for a second.
I'll be like, yo, what's up, Earl?
Your girl.
What's up, Earl?
handing you her phone so he can talk to your boy.
What's up, Earl?
That's crazy. Nah. Man, come on, man.
What's up, bro?
That just mean-
I done broke the whole phone.
What's understood ain't got to be
man.
said, man. It
That's
just mean we got to open.
Yeah, me and your girl were just talking about
Just got an open relationship.
That's egregious.
What if
Hold
Earl
on now. You
is-
doing extra. You putting extra stuff on.
What if Earl is,
You what?
What
y'all talking about?
Yeah,
He got the pearls. Earl got the pearl.
Earl got the okay.
Earline.
That's your homeboy though.
Yeah.
That's your boy.
What's your dog?
Whose man is this?
Oh, these mother like, no.
Damn.
Yeah, he set himself up.
What's wrong with you? Y'all might just be cool like that.
You over there
I
early.
mean, me and Earl was cool growing up.
Nah, y'all still
And
cool.
Earl went another route.
And you,
but
but
y'all
y'all
still-
just held him down and still your boy.
Yeah.
Y'all just tight like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't,
You don't go. Yeah.
yeah.
Now, if that's the case, then maybe. But you seen
Earl still put that gangster lean on
Lil
you.
Nas got a son out now, so I don't know, man.
I'm sorry. What? Excuse me. Say what?
He got a son.
Yeah, he
So
said he
I
didn't
don't
want to
know.
hide
You
him from the
can't even
world.
trust them no more.
I ain't gonna even touch that one.
So yeah, man.
Nah.
I don't know. I think all that buddy shit, man, that's cool to a certain extent, but you gotta have some type of boundaries in a relationship, man.
Yeah, that's facts.
But
And
okay, so check this out. Let's add just a little bit more so. when you come at her like this, like I don't want you talking to so and don't be talking to this person and that person, and she gonna hit you with this. So you insecure like that, like she gonna attack your manhood, like you just an insecure man.
that's where a lot of niggas fold, because that don't mean you're insecure. It just means, yo, I'm trying to look out for what I value. Now, if you don't respect what I value, that means you're not the woman for me.
Right, because if the shoe was on the other foot,
if you was talking to her best friend,
you was talking to her best friend,
texting
you laying in the bed, and her best friend FaceTime you.
I'm talking about naked wax style.
Yeah, you holding your muscle.
Oh, what?
Muscle.
Whoa.
Yeah, you hold your muscle. Her best friend and then text you. No, FaceTime you. It's not gonna go like that.
Yeah.
FaceTime you. What you doing?
Yeah, no, I'm holding my muscle.
you know who I'm at.
And your girl right there in the bed with you. It's not gonna go that way. It's not gonna. She's not gonna be cool with that.
Well, Alicia, so she right beside you. I said, hey,
Who the fuck?
come on, bro. That don't even sound right. Come on, man.
Boundaries, man. Just boundaries. Yeah. That's the point, I guess, of a monogamous relationship. Is them boundaries you don't want to cross, and it ain't that I'm insecure. It's just like, yo, it's certain.
Yeah,
it's respect, especially with a man. It's like, yo, it's respect. Like, don't do me like that. Don't play me, because you know how respect go. You know if you can get away with a little, you edge a little bit, even if you're not cognizant of doing it. It's like, yo, you coming in late to work every day. You know ain't nobody paying attention. You gonna
keep doing it.
You know, them niggas don't care. Let me do it a little bit more. So shit like that happens.
But in the other person's defense, it's not their job for you to keep the monogamy in your relationship. It's on you to do that. They don't have to.
Yeah, but that you got to set them boundaries though. Still, if you ain't talked about it, that other person might think it's cool. But if you express how you feel about it, like, look.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I say other nigga ain't got no. It
ain't about the other person. It's about me and you.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And if you can't respect that, then your whole perspective is whack. That's all we got.
Yeah, I mean that sounds like
good on that.
Yeah. Ain't gonna go down. We just put it like that.
Not doing it.
No. Fuck the scenario.
What about snowballs?
Look, I can't even comment on this. I don't even know what the hell I want there.
Ain't no damn snowballing going on.
Hey, let's get into it, man. So, our last and final topic before we get up out of here, man, and go eat something.
Ass.
Vagina. Or food.
Or ass.
I'm hungry.
You know, some people.
What is the worst advice that you have ever been given, or what is the worst advice that you have ever gave to somebody? Do y'all know? Do y'all recollect what that could be? Do you know what mind state you was in when you received it or gave that advice?
I did. I know the worst shit. Probably drunk.
Anybody?
I can't remember.
Y'all think? You know anything?
I got one off the top.
You got one?
I think of. I got some. I don't even know. This was unsolicited advice. So
worst advice or
worse?
Okay.
Worse. This is unsolicited advice, so it made it bad. Anyway, it was like this old nigga. He was just older.
Was he drunk? Like an old drunk?
Nah, he was drunk. He was just an old nigga.
The old drunk niggas give good advice.
He's an old nigga. I guess he didn't like the way I was doing my things. I don't know what his problem was. But he told me, you ain't working hard enough. I said, nigga. That's what made me so mad. That wasn't even bad advice. Advice could be great advice to anybody.
It could be motivation.
Bad advice coming from him.
because you ain't had the emotional intelligence?
No,
or
it
just...
wasn't even nothing to do. Maybe. I'm going to say maybe. I'm still working on that. I ain't know what that was. But, nigga, how you going to tell me that when I do less work than you and make more money than you? Sound like you should have took your own advice. That was terrible advice to me. How you going to tell somebody that they ain't working hard enough when they make more money than you and they work less than you do?
Okay, so all right, devil's advocate. He said he was older.
Old nigga.
So an elder. So he might be trying to correct you from making the mistakes that he made. He might see something in you to say, yo, I was.
He might, but it ain't come across like that.
Okay.
Shit came across spicy to me.
Okay.
A little spicy.
Okay.
I was like, oh, nigga, that's your
You
advice?
ain't working hard enough.
So why he say you not working hard enough?
Cause he probably wasn't. You know, Randy.
Hold on, whoa. Wait a minute.
You know, Randy. You know how Randy do. Randy gonna do it.
But he gonna
do it his way.
Whoa.
He gonna do it his motherfucking way. You ain't gonna tell.
It's always an easy way.
Delving deep. That's what we doing?
No, I'm just saying.
I mean, it's always
I'm just
good.
saying what he might have seen.
Y'all attacking my boy.
No, I'm not attacking. I'm just saying.
He might think his way is a little lazy.
If you broke, don't give me no damn advice. That's how I feel, man.
A lot of people feel like that. A lot of people, not even broke. Like if you haven't done the shit that you
ain't done
telling
what
me,
you telling me to do,
don't-
and you broke, and you telling me to do something for me to get more money, don't tell me shit.
but sometimes
I don't agree with
yeah,
that.
sometimes I don't agree with. I do agree with that in the grand scheme of things, but sometimes I don't agree with that because, like I said, they might have been at the precipice of that and fucked up, and so they might, they might have fumbled the bag, so they might be trying to tell you something.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So sometimes that's good, but like you said, it's how you convey
It
it.
came across spicy. I mean, it ain't won't like it was advice. I think he was trying to be funny, nigga.
And you still feel some way about that, don't you? You feel, yeah. You feel some way about that still. I can see that.
I don't like it, nigga.
Clearly.
Hey, well, look, though, on a pivot, though, let me just get this out because I got to get the negativity with some positivity. The best advice I got when I was in the 5th grade, it was my old ass white teacher. All right, so let me give a little background. I was like, I don't know what you would say. I was advanced, I guess you would say. I took advanced classes like, they take me out of my regular class and put me in some other shit with advanced student. I had like a perfect score on some tests in like elementary school. I gave a speech for our 5th grade elementary. I was one of them type of kids, right?
Oh, okay.
So one day, because I used to be smart, but I used to be on the dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? I would be doing dumb shit all the time.
A little bit of righteousness.
Yeah, this is that.
It's a balance.
So
Yeah.
my teacher told me, she pulled me to the side because she was going over my test scores, and they was like all like high ass test scores. And she was wondering why I was getting in so much trouble. She was like, well, one thing, you know, everybody always say, if you keep hanging around those people,
You're
you're gonna end up, you know, whatever. And then she was like, the best thing I can tell you right now is to take accountability for your actions. And I always remember that. So anytime something going on, I don't blame nobody else. I don't try to throw my shit on somebody else. I take accountability for myself and what I did. And it made me come to the realization like, hey, man, you might have put yourself in this position. Take accountability for your actions. I always remember that. So I think that was some of the best, because I still remember to this day. I was like, what, 10?
Why do you think that resonated with you at such a young age? Because a lot of people seem to have missed that in their life. Why do you think that resonated with you at that age?
I really don't know, baby, because at the time I knew how, maybe I didn't know, because I knew that I was different in an aspect of me, like not being in regular class with other students and all that. But it's the fact that I kept getting in trouble. Like, I got in trouble so much, like they had to have a meeting with my principal, my mama, and my teacher, and they had to figure out a way to like keep me from like
fucking up.
I was fucking up.
You was bored.
But I was so smart. I was so smart that it's like, how my mama gonna get mad at me? My grades ain't bad, but I'm getting in trouble all the time.
Cause you bored. They wouldn't
Maybe.
challenge you enough.
Maybe that's why they put me in the other class. But I remember she pulled me to the side at one time. She had like a real like in-depth talk with me one time. Like she was to the point of crying talking to me.
Damn. That might have just
Yeah.
that might have just hit you right there then.
So I mean, maybe that had something to do with it. I don't know.
It was her emotional intelligence rubbing off on you, and you didn't even know it.
Look at that.
That's yeah,
Full circle. Full circle.
something right there.
You know what I'm saying? So,
The way he said.
anybody else? I got any worst advice, best advice that you ever gotten or have ever gave to somebody? I'll tell you one. And I think I might have said this before. The worst advice that I've said, and it wasn't even advice. I think I bad mouth like my homie, my real tight homie. He had a lady that I did not like, and when they broke up, I bad mouthed her, and you know what I'm saying, I said some things about her, and they end up getting back together, and they're married to this day. And I thought that's probably the worst shit.
But do you think that was really bad advice, bro?
I mean, if I
it's unsolicited. I think unsolicited advice is bad advice.
So you just saying it was unwanted, like you need to say that at
like,
the time.
yo, I was trying to make him feel better about the situation, but at the same time, I was expressing how I felt about his girl, and that was out of line. That's not my place. And like I said, they're together now. They're married, 2-3 kids, happily. And
you don't know that happily.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, you're right. I don't know that. But
yeah. I mean, y'all still conversate, right?
Nah, we don't talk no more. So
that probably was bad.
And it's not because of that. We've talked after that, but it's just, we grew apart. But you see where the loyalty was at, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't my place. Mm-hmm. So worst advice that I've gotten pertain to college. My mother gave me advice on college, and I ended up doing some shit that I did not like, didn't want to do, but I was going off of her advice. So if I would have did what I wanted to do at that age and that time period, I could have been. I feel like, I don't know for certain, but I probably, if I'd have put everything I had into it, I could be further along now. But shit happens for a reason. You learn.
You feel some type of way about that? Like,
nah, I'm not. Nah. I learned from it. Like I don't give a fuck what you got to say about nothing. Like, I'm gonna do.
I mean, you get to that point anyway.
What I want to do.
Yeah.
And because I gotta live with the consequences.
Right.
Nobody else does. Because if I fuck up, ain't nobody else gonna bail me out. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta live with that. And if I'm cool with living with that, looking myself in the mirror, then I'm cool with that. If I don't ask for no advice, I'm not listening to no advice. See what I'm saying? That's how I rock now. Not to say that if I'm out here moving reckless and somebody be like, hey man, what you doing? I might take heed to that, but on something that I want to do, that I'm like
passionate about,
and I'm putting in the work to get there, you can't say shit about that.
Is co-captain of her cheerleading team, right? I was like, did you practice any of the time that you was out during this little break? She said no. I said, it's a little girl on there that want to be captain, right? And she probably practiced every day while she was out so she could take your spot, but you ain't practicing. Because you know what's gonna happen when the coach see that? Next time she gonna remember this girl's practice. She know what she doing, and you probably go in there all willy nilly, half doing your little steps. And when you lose your spot, don't be mad because that little girl practiced and you didn't.
How she receive it?
I said, "What you learned from what I just told you?" She said, "Practice."
Yeah.
I was like, "All right, cool."
But she learned it.
That don't mean you ain't hear shit I said. That means she ain't heard shit I said.
She heard the practice part.
Yeah.
But she didn't.
That don't mean nothing to her.
I don't think she understood the gravity.
Man, practice make perfect, man. I told her when I was a kid coming up and I had coaches, my coaches used to talk to me like dog shit.
Yeah,
Not like they do you now.
They coddle them a little bit more, a whole lot more.
I think that's a lot of social media too, though. People posting what the coaches and stuff say to you and stuff like that. Back in the day, it wasn't like that. A lot more stuff can get put out there, and then now the coach is in trouble and all this and that.
But here's the thing: I had the coaches like he had.
I had a coach
curse at you and yell at you, but them coaches, for me, if they would have, I would have been better off if those coaches would have came at me from a different approach. Not to saying that I didn't received some of that, but a lot of times, a lot of that shit was like, yo, you gotta give kids a chance to fuck up.
You gotta give them grace. You gotta
like, nah, we not LeBron, nigga. We ain't out here with the super IQ on the basketball court. You gotta give us a chance to fuck up. And a lot of coaches at that age, they
don't have the emotional intelligence.
Come sit down. And that don't work. It don't work.
They don't have.
They didn't have emotional intelligence back then. They didn't have.
Like you can't parent if you got multiple children. You can't parent them all the same.
Yeah.
But coaches don't have time to.
I figure each kid out.
But the good coaches do though. Work. The good coaches will. Hey, look, I know this kid. He ain't gonna react to this, but this kid, he need a kick in his ass because he, you know what I'm saying. He good, but he showboat. Let me kick him in his ass. But this kid, he might be kind of vulnerable to me just cursing and yelling at him. So you kind of gotta have that.
My coach talked to me the wrong way. I quit.
See what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm saying.
Are you
like
serious?
I quit.
Yeah. And he came and got me. It was like,
so you like literally did quit?
Yeah.
Damn.
We had a game. I wasn't going. Motherfucker, it was
damn.
It was. I'm gonna tell you what happened. We was practicing, and for some reason, I'm running with the second team. I ain't got no business running. Why am I running with the second team?
Oh, this is that diva shit.
Yeah, that is, man. Because you could have built that second team up.
Fuck the second team. The second team ain't got no business being built up by me because I ain't got no business playing with them.
Nah, you was wrong for that.
No, but he a kid though.
I mean, still, because he was a wrong kid.
But still, you gotta know. Like I did the same shit.
Nigga was
like,
in high school.
Niggas cursing at me in the game. I started yelling back. And I went to the end of the bench. Like, yo, who you talking to? Like, yo, I ain't your son. Like, yo, watch how you talking to me. Like, that type of shit.
I see what he's saying, though.
Like
he
I
do
went
got
to the
a
end
point.
of the bench, but the coach came back and apologized for that. It was like, okay, I was wrong, but don't be yelling at me. You know what I'm saying? He had that type of shit. Don't be yelling at me. But
hold on, but did he yell at everybody?
No, he just yelled at me. I was fucking up, but it was the way he was doing.
He only yelled at you. He didn't yell at all the kids.
But you was fucking up.
Yeah, I was, but it was just how he did it, and I'm like, yo, like, bro, don't.
How you
come on,
your
man?
approach.
That's why I know I couldn't be no coach. I would tell your ass go home and don't even worry about coaching.
Yeah, well, he didn't because he was wrong. He felt he was wrong how he did it.
If you for sure, I would have told you, don't you ever bring your ass back on my court.
I know all of y'all don't know, but you've been with me in High Point. And you know, and you've seen people come up to me and ain't nobody said Corey nothing. My name is Bodie, right?
High Point Bodie.
You know why? Because that motherfucker was on that sideline. Bodie! That's why. That's why. That's why it's a lot of motherfuckers don't know they think that's my name.
I mean, it is.
No, they think that's my first name.
I mean.
Has your coach ever gave you like any good advice?
Oh,
he was selling dope. He couldn't give
me. Oh well, okay.
It always goes.
He didn't tell you how to cut it right. Cut it with. Put it.
My coach has, they gave me some good advice, but it just I didn't receive it I think it kind of
the timing of it.
Yeah, the timing of it is crucial because you don't receive shit as a child as you do.
You don't
when you're older.
Exactly.
So you don't understand. Like, why the fuck is you yelling at me, bro? I made a mistake.
That's why you can't fault neither one you or Bodie for that because it's not his responsibility. No, it's not his responsibility to build up the team though.
What Bodie did was egregious.
Is
that why that was crazy? The man didn't want to play on the second unit.
I don't think that's egregious.
I don't think so either.
Practice?
I don't think so.
So you wait a minute.
Why?
I don't think that's egregious.
He told you was gonna start. He told you weren't gonna start.
If he's been starting and he's been the man.
So hold on, he was trying to punish you?
Why?
Did he say he was gonna punish you for that?
But why?
I'll ask you. Did he say he was punishing you?
He didn't tell me shit.
So he just told you to come in on second unit.
That's how
he might have needed you for a reason though.
Exactly. You might have made them better.
That reason.
When they split
man, I am the coach. I ain't got to give you no fucking reason. What I look like?
You a damn liar. You ain't got to
all
give
right,
me
go
no
home
reason.
Go play for them up the street. I don't give a fuck.
You know what happened? I went home.
Man, we saying the same thing.
No coach, I couldn't do it.
We saying the same.
I would have told your ass, don't come back out here.
No, we saying the same thing.
That
but
motherfucker said, bro, what's up?
A child ain't gonna receive that the same way.
Exactly. Now, if he was
why would the coach have to give the child an explanation?
I ain't saying you got to give him an explanation.
Do his team when he getting paid to do this shit.
No, I ain't saying you got to give him an explanation, but you got to approach it from a point of emotional intelligence. You ain't gonna have the same impact on a child that you can
have on a college player or professional athlete.
It's different levels to this shit. So a child ego is automatically gonna be more fragile than an adult.
Even if I'm not, if I was a grown ass man and you don't explain to me why you doing this is a problem,
bro. If I'm the coach, it ain't my job to explain you why I did something.
It is too. You supposed to.
I'm the coach. You ain't the coach. You play for me.
That's right. And I need to know why you doing what you doing so I can do what you telling me to do.
I have a different outlook on that.
We got off track though, but what's the advice? I know before we got sidetracked, I think Irby was.
I would say maybe to me was the dumbest or worst advice
that you received or
that
gave?
I received was from my pops when he told me that without my mom, I basically wouldn't be shit. Yeah, he said that to me. So that's when I got out of college. She was helping me, whatever. She helped me through college also. And I was working my ass. I had like 2 jobs, and we came to a riffing point where he came off of me that sideways, and that's why I was like, that's the dumbest shit you could ever say to me. And the worst shit.
After you graduated.
Yeah, I graduated college. I'm the only person in my family, male in my family, got a college degree. I ain't no criminal record. I ain't got no shit going on bad for me. I'm working 2 jobs. And it came across me that way. It was some type of other shit with some vehicles, whatever. But he said it to me. I was like, this is the dumbest shit and worst shit you could ever say. And to that point, I ain't talked to him since then.
Do you feel like that wasn't really advice? Do you feel like he just said it to like hurt your feelings at the time?
That would sound.
But why? Exactly.
Just something to bring you down.
Like he was just trying to dig at you for a little second.
It could be that too, but it's in the method. It's all intertwined at the same time.
So he never gave you like
it wasn't
about that.
Yeah, if he did, fuck nah. We ain't never talk about it.
You think you should talk about it?
I can't talk about it now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
got you.
Yeah, so I mean that is what it is. I mean, I took it to heart at that point, but like having a conversation with my mom about what he said, and it's kind of like, I just let that shit sauce over because it was ridiculous.
Do you think you received it different, like later in life?
Would I receive it different later in life?
Yeah, like older.
No,
as an older person, like
I would probably said something to him. Older in life, like what the fuck?
Yeah, because I want to know what's the basis of you.
Yeah, that I would have went that in depth, questioning that with your statement. Like, why would you make that statement? Like, that's ridiculous.
Because I think devil's advocate. Somebody, we talk about emotional intelligence. This whole bring it full circle. I think
title.
Somebody that would say something like that. If you're saying something to hurt somebody else, I think it's a reflection on who you are. And it's like
clearly.
A lot of times you got to see what the other person might have dealt with and went through. And it ain't you're the child, so it ain't your responsibility to accept that or even understand it. But if you want to, a lot of times it stems from some shit that they've been through that you never even knew about.
Or they never
they never expressed.
So
it ain't even about you. And it's unfortunate because you're the child.
Ain't got to deal with dealing with your issues.
Yeah, so it's some shit that they went through, and a lot of times, so that's what I think that's what Bo was trying to get at. Like, if you're older, could you have
most definitely
got to the root of it?
You're talking about a 20-something-year-old person that I'm like, the hell is it? Where it just come from left field, whatever. And dealing with that, it'd definitely be a conversation piece, a whole conversation about it. But I mean,
I think that's think that's a issue in a lot of father-son, father-daughter relationships, especially in the black community, because it's a stigma which I don't really adhere to. I think it's overhyped that black men aren't in their fathers' lives. To a certain extent, it's true, but it's fathers across the board that have been deprived of being in their child's lives, or whatever decision they made aren't in their child's life. But we talked about it going back with therapy. It is a broader conversation to be had to get to the root of that. And a lot of times to get into the root of that, you have to try to understand not saying that he's right. I'm just saying sometimes you got to try to understand and have that conversation of what happened. What have you been through?
Yeah.
How can we work through this? And that's the only way it's going to end. Talking about it and getting to it. So now you can understand each other, and now he can give you the advice that you never got from a father, but y'all got to understand each other before that even happens. And I think I'm gonna have some of them. I'm gonna end up having some of them conversations with my daughter. Not to say that I wasn't there. It was just some shit that went down that was beyond my control. Mm-hmm. That we gonna have to figure out later on. You know what I'm saying? So, and then I'll be able to give her the advice that I couldn't give her then, and I can't give her now. But when she gets of age, she can probably appreciate and understand. And I think that goes a long way. And I'm sorry if I'm on a tangent. My bad.
Look, off of that, I had a situation where I feel like I'm ready to give good advice from what I went through with something about what you was talking about. So with my stepdad, anyway, when I found out that I was having a kid, I called my parents to tell them, not because I'm having a kid, I need y'all help. No, I was 25. I hadn't asked for them for nothing since I moved out the house. So I was on my own. I ain't asking them for nothing. I'm just letting you know. I'm having a kid on the way. I got a kid on the way. My stepdad went off on the phone, like calling me stupid. How could you do this? You messing your life up. He went crazy on me. I cussed him out on the phone, and I ain't talked to him for like, it wasn't that long, maybe like 3, 4, 5 months or something like that. I won't call you to ask for your help. I was just letting you know. But the way that it went down, he knew he was wrong. So he called me one day. I wouldn't answer. I ain't want to talk to him. One day I ended up talking to him. He called back and he apologized. And he wanted to make sure everything was right. And
that's some grown shit.
Yeah, I mean, so it wasn't like he fixed it. He knew he was wrong in that instant. So he wanted to fix it because he knew it didn't go well. Yeah. So I know that if my kid in the future ever call me and tell me some life changing shit like that, no matter how I feel, I'm not gonna take that approach. Not how he did, because that could have been.
It could have been detrimental to
you. The fuck off. I don't even need you. I ain't asked for your help in that instant. I'll just let you know. I'm not gonna do that to my kid. If something like that happen, if they go and do something like that, and ain't nothing that can be done about it now. So you telling me that you disappointed, you mad at me, and I fucked my life up, ain't gonna help the situation. No. Mm-mm. So me and you need to figure out how we can go forward from this. Not harping on how you feel about my situation, how it is now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. See, sometimes
I think
people that care about you live vicariously through you, and they think what's best for them, what would have been best for them, is best for you. Yep. And they don't mean no harm, but the fact that he apologized, it goes a long way, and it's a lesson for you. Like you said, I learned from that. Like
how you gonna handle situations going forward?
Yeah, I never handled it that way. That's it happened for a reason. So,
and some people, when they get hit with some blindsided, they don't really know how to react to it, too.
But it would have been one of them times you be like, yo, let me call you back.
That's probably would have been the better thing.
Let me don't even say nothing. Let me just call you back.
Everybody ain't got that.
Everybody don't have that.
Or the emotional intelligence.
Let's go back to that. Because if I would have been like, yo, let me call you back, get my thoughts together, I might have to do that. If my daughter tell me something that I'm not ready to hear, I'll be like, whoo, hey, look, let me call you back. Let me just call you back. Let me get myself together. Let me gather my thoughts because it could go bad. I can say something. I know how I be off sometimes.
Reckless.
I can say something that could really hurt her feelings. Like really hurt her feelings. And you ain't never looked at me like that. And I say something to you crazy. And you don't want to deal with me no more. Let me call you back.
Get my brain.
Yeah. And I'll talk to you with some sense. You know what I'm saying?
And you might be hit with that someday.
That's what I'm saying. So now I'm trying to, like, if that happened to me, I'll be like, in the back of my mind, be like, hey, yo.
Yeah.
Don't do this. Like, you already went through this type of thing.
Because the thing, I mean, in your situation, it's already happened. So he didn't even need to do none of that. It's already.
Like, it ain't nothing you can do about it.
That you can do it. We just need to move
let
forward.
Me know how you feel. That shit don't matter to me no more.
Yeah, really not even how you feel.
I don't care how you feel. You ain't helping me none.
Right.
Gave him a common courtesy.
Like I said, though, he was living vicariously in a certain sense through you, and he was wanting that showed it showed the love he had for you, but it showed it in the wrong way.
In the wrong way.
Well, yeah, because it could have been good intentions,
and
but
that's
it was
why he came back.
I ain't need that at that time.
Yeah, that's why he came back. He apologized.
I'm already like, how the fuck I'm gonna deal with a kid now? So you throwing that on top of me at that moment? Nah, I don't need this, dog. Let me just go ahead and cut you off because you adding extra shit I don't need.
Just need some emotional support. That's all.
Hey man, look, it's 2023. I don't do resolutions.
Nah.
But one of the things that I wanted to do was to lead with love. I even slipped up in the group chat and said, we gonna love it up. When I meant live it, when I meant live it up. I think it wasn't intentional, but that's something that it's an intent that I have. I want to lead with love. I want to give the benefit of the doubt to people because people make mistakes, man. They do.
And what I learned, it's all about peace. It's all about understanding and showing grace. You're going to have to, because we all going to make mistakes day in, day out, but it's seeking to understand, give a person grace because we going to make mistakes. You got to have that, I guess, that little, maybe like a safety net or just that little part to be like, okay, I understand you made a mistake, so let's talk about it, whatever, and let's move forward from it. Man, that's what that is to me.
So yeah, with that said, lead with love and don't give unsolicited advice.
Love it up.
But if somebody asks you for their advice, you give them the best you can give them from your perspective, and let them know that's from your perspective, so they won't be blaming you for
their problems.
Yeah, and don't live vicariously through nobody. Everybody has their own lives, and they gonna do what they need to do. Even your significant others, your kids, they got their own lives. They gonna have their own personality. All you can do is give them what you can give them, and wish for the best. Pray for the best, man. With that said, I go by the name of Freaky Enrique.
This nigga.
This is Jack Herb. How many names you got?
He got plenty.
It's R-H. What's up, Raul?
He go by
Bo in the building.
I'm just Corey.
Nah, that's High Point Bodie.
That's Bodie. Everybody,
that's Bodie.
Drill golf.
Hey, look,
Bodie.
Hey, we was in goddamn Colorado. Nah, he wasn't even in Colorado, but they was asking us about him.
That's fact.
In Colorado, they was like, "Yo, did Bodie come with y'all?" That's how we know. Everybody know him
Worldwide.
So yeah, man. Anyway, mop your carpet, read a book. Same time, same channel. We out.
I still dunk on your ass.
Cold.